and welcome to yet another edition of VR on Wednesdays, coming to you live from Oslo with me, your host, Knut. So it's quite a day for in the VR world, really. We are looking at the release date for No Man's Sky. And literally, it just dropped a few minutes ago, so I have not... my plan today has been to, as I always do on Wednesdays, talk a little bit about the news from the VR world that in the week that has been, and then go on to play a game. And there is no way I could not try to play No Man's Sky today, because literally it just dropped. But that also means that I only got to try it for like 1 minute. You might still see the marks on my face from the Rift S. So it will be a little bit of a dodgy stream today, and like the usual quality, I hope. This might be a bit of trial and error. I also noticed that on my GTX 1070, No Man's Sky does drop quite a few frames, at least initially. So I hope the game stabilizes as you play it, but it might mean that as we play it later on the stream, it will have some like artifacting along the edges. So we'll see how it goes. I'm capturing it through what's called the Oculus mirror, so what you're seeing is a direct reflection of what I'm seeing in the headset. That also sometimes causes these artifacts on the side as the headset corrects for frames that were not drawn in time. But in any case, we will now do the usual thing that I do on Wednesdays. I will go through the news for you to talk a little bit about things that have happened this week. If you have any comments about what I'm saying and so on, please do join in the chat and we will discuss whatever is going on. Although there wasn't actually that much that happened in VR this week, or not that many news things that dropped. But we can start by looking at the obvious thing, which is, of course, the massive, like it says here on Upload VR, Beyond update for No Man's Sky, which included VR support. It includes many other things. And I think it is the sum of all these things that have had the VR community sort of buzzing over this game for the last week or so. If you think about it, so one thing that I've sort of reacted to in the past has been this idea that games have to be made for VR to be something that's worth playing in VR. So it creates almost this kind of attitude that if you have a non-VR game that wasn't designed for VR from the start, you might as well not release VR support for it. I strongly disagree with this. I think it is unrealistic to expect we can have AAA or high-quality games, except a few cases, but it's hard to imagine that large software makers at this point will invest so much in the market for VR, because it's a small market. So because of this, I think the fact that we see some games, including the Bethesda games like Fallout and Skyrim, and now also No Man's Sky, that are, if not necessarily very large productions in this particular case, but that are high quality PC games that are getting VR support sort of tacked on, and seeing that it can work. It might not be as interactive and so on as games that have been made for VR, but it can really, really work. So I think Skyrim is an excellent example of this, and now we're getting No Man's Sky. Apparently, though, what they did on the VR port in this one, that I also could clearly see in just the minute that I tried the game now before I went live, is that it is a port where they have invested quite a lot in the mechanics of VR, and that is cool. So I am really looking forward to digging into this afterwards. I want to get in that spaceship and fly it around. Oh, it's gonna be cool. So yeah, biggest news of the week, definitely this Beyond update. There's a lot of stuff in here. If you don't know this, if you don't know the game, go check that out. It might be a game that you are interested in. But there has been more games this week. Previously, we also got a surprise update for Dirt Rally 2. So if you are into these kind of technical driving games, then this might be a really cool game for you to try. This one, however, did not end up on the PSVR. Interesting thing, it might be that it's too heavy for PSVR. PSVR is a big VR market, so when someone chooses not to have it there, it is probably a technical limitation. Because I do think Dirt Rally 2 is on the PlayStation. I don't know if this is a good port, but driving games, of course, is something that a lot of people do enjoy in VR, and by VR4 specifically. I know people that really enjoy this, and I can see that. So if you're into driving games and you have VR, or you're thinking about it, this might be a good argument for you. The next news is a little bit more, I don't know if I want to say sad, but it's interesting nonetheless. For those of us that have followed Oculus for a long time, Nate Mitchell's face has really been in the news all the time. So one of the he's one of the funding members, or one of the funders of Oculus. And he was the, what did he call it? Well, he was the boss of the product in many ways, and he presented this in so many interviews over the years. So to see him leave the company now means that it feels like Oculus sort of is no longer the same, right? And this means that we've now lost 3 of the people that were originally in the company. Of course, Paul Mullucky, then there was Urban, was that his name? That was the CEO of the company, and now also Nate Mitchell. So he was a very charming face for this company for many, many years. And I remember him all the way back from the Kickstarter. And as he is leaving now, he posted a little note here on the Oculus subreddit, where he reminded us that when they made this Kickstarter back in 2012, the VR was the stuff of science fiction. And they wanted to hit this original target of $250,000 for the Oculus Kickstarter. And I think they were one of the most successfully funded Kickstarters ever. And I do remember this Kickstarter very, very well. This is what got me personally into VR. So it's kind of interesting to take a moment to reflect about this journey that has been for VR in these years since this came about. So sad to see him go. It's interesting to see where Oculus is going to go from now on. They, of course, still have Carmack, which is like a really strong figure for the company, but also one that was very expensive for the company, considering the lawsuit that came with him. And they also have a Brush. I'm not sure exactly what his role is in the company, but he's definitely more into the engineering and the technical side of it. And these 2 characters, of course, also give a lot of weight to this company as someone that wants to push VR also for PC and into the more advanced and sort of future-oriented VR headsets, rather than just consumer-oriented headsets that are not for the enthusiast crowd. So let's see how this goes. But it's obviously no longer the same company as it was if you backed the Kickstarter back in 2012. So that is interesting, and of course the Facebook purchase has had a lot to do with this. But it really is true. You should, even if you don't like Facebook, and even if you're skeptical against Oculus, it is really something to remember that this is the company that did reinvigorate the current VR sort of wave, and it's like I said, it's sad to see him go, and it was also sad to see Paul Mullucky go, which was an interesting character in all of this. So yeah, things change, maybe for the better, maybe for the worse, who knows. Another thing that has changed about Oculus is this Gear VR. So the Galaxy Note 10, like it says here, will no longer work with a Gear VR headset, or it will not work with a Gear VR headset. For those that don't know this, but I do think it is quite famous, the Gear VR. Basically, it's a box with lenses that you slot your Samsung phone into, and you get VR. And this is, of course, similar to Google Daydream, and we were looking at something called Huawei VR on the last stream, which had an extremely small fraction of the market. And hello to Jevin in the chat. So basically, I think I had one of these, and I think it's time to move on. I think it's time to move on from this type of VR now. And the reason I say that is because these are so limited systems compared to the ones that we have now, such as the Quest. And I think where this kind of headset was before is where the Quest should be now. The ability to know where it is in space, for instance. These headsets did not know where they were. They only knew the direction they were looking. They didn't have motion controls. They couldn't track your controllers in space. So these kind of limitations, I think, so first of all, it can induce nausea. And it is a very, very different type of VR experience. You can use it to watch movies and so on, but your gaming potential is very, very limited on these headsets. So I think that this type of VR maybe has given a lot of people not necessarily the wrong impression of what VR is, but it has given them a very limited view. For instance, you cannot play things like Beat Saber on these headsets, and it is really experiences like Beat Saber that I see trigger people that aren't so much into gaming into thinking VR is really cool. And maybe taking it beyond that step of just realizing that you can look around in space and so on. So I think this little indication now that the Gear VR is no longer going to be updated for the future is, unless they invent some new technology that makes it more advanced, I think it's really is true, like The Verge is writing here, that phone-based VR is on the decline. And that sort of makes sense since the headsets have evolved. It might have been considered a stepping stone. I'm not sure how popular it actually got, but I think for most of us that are into VR, the thing that we really want is the VR headsets, like the ones that are connected to the PC or the Quest. And I think it is sort of, it's okay to wave goodbye to this now. So, one more news item. Wired has a write-up this week that I personally, because of my medical background, find to be quite interesting. They're talking about surgical training using VR headsets, and this is something that I've also been thinking about quite a lot. And I know that for life sciences, there's a lot of potential in VR, and I'm going to give you an example of why that is. And when I saw that Kickstarter that Nate Mitchell was part of back in 2012, instantly was what I thought about was the three-dimensionality of VR can really aid you. You're learning about the body or learning about surgical procedures. If you've ever studied anything in terms of anatomy, you're probably going to have had a book like this. I'm not going to open this book because this contains pictures of real dead people. But if you are looking at something like an organ, or you want to learn something about, say, the structure of the heart, you open a book about it, and then you see a two-dimensional drawing of something like the heart. And the heart and bodily organs are extremely three-dimensional structures. The body has no idea that it was never drawn out on a flat plane. So these structures just dynamically form so incredibly three-dimensionally complex structures. And that three-dimensionality is very important to understand their functionality. And also, if you're going to do something like a surgical procedure, you're also navigating a truly three-dimensional space. So it is interesting to see these systems being used for medical training. I think there's an enormous potential here. It's interesting to think also what kind of 3D engines you would need to do this well. I'm not sure the engines we are having today for games are optimal for these uses. We might need something more volumetric, if that is even possible. But I think there is a large space here in medical training where VR could become an incredibly important tool, and not just training, but also in terms of learning anatomy as you are learning about the body. A typical thing, for instance, that a doctor wants to do is give an injection in the shoulder for someone that has a pain there. It's not super common, but it is done sometimes. So if you want to give an injection there, you really have to know the structure of your shoulder in order to do that. And being able to see these things in 3D, seeing the actual structures, the bones, the tissues, and so on. And then imagine that you have, this is just a simple example. Imagine that you have your touch controller and you have your injection needle as you would in your hand, and then you can see how exactly the tip of your needle will land as you are pushing it in from different angles in the tissue. So this kind of very three-dimensional things that doctors face all the time, and especially surgeons, perfect for VR. So I think if you want to see something that is not related to gaming, that VR can really help with, a field that could become very important for VR, then check out this article on Wired called Blow Out Your Knee. Hope your surgeon's got a VR headset. It's about laparoscopic procedures as well, so it might be interesting for you. Okay, one final news item, and then we will get on to gaming today. I just thought I wanted to add this. It's not really VR news, but there's been so much little negativity in the media about video games recently. So Kotaku Australia had this lovely article here called "A Reminder That Video Games Are a Force for Good." And this is, like I said, not really VR news, but it covers a tweet that went viral where people sent in stories about good things that video games had done for them. Of course, you know, all things in moderation, but I also have a lot of fun memories of video games with friends, and also video game experiences that I've had in adult life as well, not just when I was a child. So I think it's good sometimes to have these kind of stories that as a gamer, you know, you are aware that gaming is cool. Someone posted a meme that said that the media was portraying gamers as violent, but then there was an actual gamer making dialogue choices in role-playing games where they were afraid that they would hurt the feelings of the virtual character, right? So this there are these there are so many sides to it that are positive and interesting and rewarding as well. So this is a good article to share and to read if you're into video games. Okay, I think that was it for the news today. I'm not going to do a trailer this time. The last 2 times I've done a trailer and talked a little bit about this, but because it is No Man's Sky Day, I think we're just going to go ahead and try the game. Okay, so then I gotta say, basically, what happened here, the game was released 40 minutes ago. That's when it came down the pipe on Steam. So I just had time to download, install it, and see that it runs. So if this works, I have absolutely no idea. But we're gonna give it a try. So let's see what Jevin posted in the chat. Okay, so you got some problems with the controllers on the game there, Jevin, or what is that? Oh, wrong link. Okay, I see. Anyway, I just got the game running, very basically. So I did notice that it dropped a lot of frames as I was playing it. So I hope this stream will be okay. If this stream is not of the best technical quality, then I will try to get a better stream running in the future. If you have a lot of problems with the game, let me know. I'm aware that there will be bars on the side of the screen over here on the edges, and this is a consequence, I think, of lost frames in the capture. So yeah. I'm gonna go and set up VR now, so that means I will put the Be Right Back screen for a little bit. Jevin is asking if we are lobbying up, if we can, and yeah, we can do that. Are you on VR, Jevin, or are you on flat screen? We can in any case play, because the game plays between VR and flat screen just fine. Okay, excellent VR. If you got a base or something to show me, Jevin, then maybe I will join your game. If not, you can come to my game. We can see. Actually, I just want to say one more thing before I go. I have not played this game so extensively, so I don't have access to that space anomaly thing where you can see the Nexus, which is a new social space in the game, unfortunately. So unless we somehow find a way to unlock that over the next hour or so, then we're probably going to miss out on that. The things that I want to get out of this stream is just see the world a little bit, see how well it runs. And then I want to try the vehicles, so I have set up a little base in creative mode. I want to see the controls, I want to check out these things, and I just want to I want to fly my spaceship around my base, just flying a little bit through the air and go into space there. I was watching a PlayStation VR streamer earlier playing that, and that made me think, okay, we could be in for a cool experience doing that. Okay, I'm gonna go set up VR now. It's gonna take maybe a couple of minutes. I just have to move my camera in there and into the other room, and then we will be going. So I will be right back. Okay, hello everyone. We should now be in VR. I hope you can see me well as I'm walking back into my play space. I just have to toss a look over in the other room. Okay, here we are. So we are now in the, this is actually the Steam VR home. Interesting thing that popped up here. You can now see the the games that are most popular on Steam on this wall. So when you play Steam VR, you get this kind of home environment. And Beat Saber, Elder Scrolls, Blade and Sorcery, these are games that you probably don't know if you're a regular PC gamer, are definitely single player, multiplayer by count. Pavlov, Arizona Sunshine. These games have been sitting here for a really long time. I never played Elven Assassin. I think it's a tower defense thing. Virtual Cost. I don't know. Looks very Japanese or Asian. Poker Stars, of course. Onwards, Zero Caliber, and Orbus. Okay, it's good to see that Orbus is popular. But let's get going. No Man's Sky. Here we go. I can see my chat here, so if you have any comments, please let me know in the chat if something doesn't work, like the audio, for instance. We're now on the loading screen for Steam VR. Hello, games. No Man's Sky brings a vast array of new features. Fully featured VR now available in-game. VR has it required. Hope you enjoy, indeed. So I learned that you can apparently milk creatures, and I don't know if I'm happy or not about that, but I thought it was absolutely hilarious, and I wonder how they came up with that idea. So Jevon will join me for a game. That means that I will play a game. I think I'm going to load us into this creative save. This is a normal game I started not that long ago. Some of these are much, much older. But let's go into a creative mode. It means we have no limitations and we can build whatever we want. So I want to check out some of these vehicles in particular. They have specialized controls and so on, and here we are. So the first thing I notice when I go in here is this is really stuttering, which is uncomfortable. There's also some kind of cutting on the edges of some of the names here, I think, unless they start with the small letters. And I think also there's a lot of frames being dropped here. I can see this thing called asynchronous time warp, which they do if the game doesn't manage to keep up to the 80 frames per second. I can see the effects of that as I'm turning my head. So, but I heard also that it was like this on the PlayStation VR. There was a moment there also when the loading screen dropped in, and that is because the game is no longer managing to output enough frames, and then Steam VR goes into this sort of emergency shutdown. Here we are. And we are in No Man's Sky. This is a very, very cold world. It might be that Jevon will join us very shortly. So there's a tutorial thing going on. This frame rate is not excellent. Reach over your shoulder, then push right trigger to pick up your multi-tool. So I'm gonna do that. The same will holster it. And there is my multi-tool. So whoops. I accidentally actually triggered the spacecraft thing. How do I get out of here? Hello!
Hello.
Hi Jevon, there you are.
I'm here. I just hit my chair once. Let me just sort my place up a bit. Right.
I'm trying to get out of my spacecraft. I'm stuck in my spacecraft and I have no idea how to get out. Okay, I'm gonna try all the buttons. That was not a button. That opens the menu. Okay, that's good to know. What about this button?
I've never actually seen the vehicles, the ground vehicles in this game.
I have shitloads of them because I pushed into creative mode. So if you come over to my base, I think you will spawn on a different planet and then you can just fly over here. And then I think you can come and see basically everything. Okay, so I think maybe this is where I exit.
I'm on.
Oh, that was really cool. Do you know how you exit the spacecraft? You lift the canopy.
Just put something. So how did you get in the spacecraft?
You move over to it, and then you get the right trigger, and then you get like a thing that you just get like it kind of latches on to the spacecraft, and then you push the right trigger and pull, and then you get into the spacecraft. That's actually a really cool mechanic. Are you already in the game, or?
Yeah, I don't know how to get in. Let me in.
I guess tutorials.
Is this even my ship?
I don't know.
Pull to use. Pull what to use?
Yeah, you
What
push
am I pulling?
push with the grab button and then pull your hand towards you, and then you enter the spaceship.
It's in the. Oh, okay. I was
Okay.
right. It was in the center of the ship. I didn't write.
Okay, but Jevon, check out this. If you look to your left and your right, you should have two handles that you use to lift the canopy when you want to get out.
Oh, what the? That's sick.
Isn't that cool? Yeah,
I'm gonna pull.
that is really cool.
Oh, you just okay. Right. So take off. Is it the red button?
I don't know. You tell me. I just.
Shit. Okay.
You're flying. You have to touch the. You have to touch the stick.
Left hand. Point at your right hand. Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be an interesting stream. I hope everyone is highly entertained. Okay, so I also discovered that I have the let's see, I have the jetpack. So that is really cool.
Raise
actually.
your left hand. Point it at your right hand. What? Oh, that's okay. That's nothing to do with the ship. Why is it telling me this?
So I'm gonna try to. I think I can mine stuff here. Yeah. How do I switch mode on the laser?
Okay.
You got it? Yeah. How was that?
Got it. I'm coming. I don't know how to boost. I don't know how to.
Maybe I should try this
Okay,
too.
it's like that. That's really trippy. That would be real in my eyes.
Are you gonna be sick?
Pulse engines up here.
Sorry.
I'm pulsing over to you.
You got what?
Probably. I'm coming.
I should also be able to see you on my radar thing that you are here, but I can't see the.
Can you not turn when you're pulsing? I thought you could.
When you're what? Oh yeah, when you're
When
walking.
you're no, pulse. Like
Pulse.
flying fast. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that I don't know. No, it reduces your turn rate when you do the faster, not the fastest, but the faster thing. Yeah, that is true. I'm just gonna mine some hydrogen.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay, so this is a bit. The mining is a bit trippy as well because it's like some of the effects are really flat.
Okay, but how do I? Oh, okay, that's roll. That makes sense. Okay.
Are you lost in space?
No, I'm like, I'm at your base in 4 seconds.
I want to see you come down here.
Woo!
I don't know.
God.
Are you? Okay,
That made me go a bit dizzy. I'm not gonna lie.
where are how far away are you?
This is the. I think I need help.
Shall I come and meet you somewhere?
I have to land for that.
Yeah, there's a button now. I'm sure there's a button you push in the. Are you in space?
Well, no, I'm like right next to somewhere. I don't know. Is this even your base?
No, so my base is on a cold, frosty planet. You might be on a different one. When we tried this yesterday,
Okay.
with Rainmaker, he came out on a different planet.
Yeah, I've landed next to what says your base.
But I can't see
There's nothing
you.
here.
There's nothing here. Oh, okay. Are you sure it's not on the other side of the planet?
I am 26 U away from your base.
The problem is that I can't see you, so I really hope that we don't have like a server issue or something. It could of course be that there's a technical issue with the server. Let me get in my spaceship and try some flying. Maybe I'll see if I get some information about you if I go into space. Okay, so did you just grab the controls?
Yeah, so, and then you press your left trigger, I believe.
Whoa. Okay, I'm definitely flying.
And it's really hard. It's really hard. I don't...
Shit, yeah, this is... It's kind of cool though.
It's really, like, trippy. I think this is where you first started off on this world.
I see a spaceship, I guess. Whoa, this is trippy. Oh my god, this ship is much bigger than I expected.
It's huge.
I wonder if I'm seeing you or someone else over here. Are you not in flight?
No, I've landed right now.
The problem is that I'm really surprised that I can't see you on the HUD.
So...
Whoa, how do I...
Yeah.
I appear to have trouble putting my nose down on the plane. Okay,
Yeah,
so
you don't.
hmm?
I don't. You don't control your height. I don't think. Oh no, you do like that. I don't know. Okay, I'm back in the air. I don't know where you are.
Are you on the frozen planet?
Yeah, it just says KnutsiVRTV Twitch's base.
And
There's
you are
nothing
at my
here.
base. Okay, that is a bit dodgy, isn't it? If you are by my base, but there's nothing there.
Is it like on a hill? Oh,
Yeah, it's on the hillside, yeah. Why don't you try and reconnecting? Because I have a feeling, this might be, launch day
yeah,
issues.
okay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go into space just for a little bit, because this is incredibly trippy, like you said. Let's push this.
Some modes. Yeah, I don't.
Whoa, shit. Okay, do you have a space station straight above you? Maybe... Oh, you know what?
Okay, I have to load save again, right?
Okay, actually, Devin, there is one of those the thing that you go to the social space is available for me, so I think I'm gonna go to that if you don't mind.
Hello?
Oh,
Sorry, say again?
hi, there you are. There is a
Yeah,
space
let's
station
see.
here. There's a space station here, and it says like space and what do you call it? Anomaly is here.
Oh, hang on, I think I. You've just entered the system now, so you're definitely in the same system. There's a little icon with 3 bars. Is that by chance you?
If with 3 what?
Bars. Or is that the station?
There is. I can't see that at least.
Your base is now gone from here.
That is so weird. Let me just fly down to my... Because the thing is that when we tried this yesterday with Rainmaker, then I could see him all the time, right? So I
Yeah.
think maybe there is an issue here. Why don't you start a save and I will join you and we can see if it works better. Shall we try that?
Yeah, sure. Just leave again then.
Yeah.
I'll
I'll join you in like 1 minute, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so to anyone watching, we seem to be having a little bit of a problem. How do I rotate? Oh, there you go. Okay, I got it now. So this flying is actually kind of hard. You grab these controllers, and then you move around. So we had some trouble here getting to see Jevon, which was joining me to come down to my base over here, and we were gonna do some ground vehicle testing. But this is actually, this game might be one that is good to play seated, because flying this thing standing up feels a bit weird. It's like driving a car while you're standing. I'm just gonna try and see if I can get my landing on. Shall I push this button to land? Over here maybe? Can I open this? No. Oops, shit. That was my fan. How do I land? So whoa, okay, I was just getting a bit distracted there. Let's pull back all we can here and let's see. Maybe on the menu? Nope. So definitely not opening the canopy. Definitely not turning this thing. Maybe this? No, I don't know what that did. Okay, I will guess I will have to figure that out later, because now I do have to join Jevon. Can I just use the quick menu? Maybe not. Oh, and I can't grab while I have the quick menu open. Okay, that is also something to know about. The flying looks kind of cool though. Okay, so what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna do the... Since there is no landing... There's nothing I can pull to land. Maybe here? No, definitely not that. Okay, since this is not working out very well, I'm simply gonna do the stupid solution and I'm gonna quit the game. And I will join Jevon. Okay, so that was not easy to control, I gotta say. The other thing is that it is dropping, like I said, quite a lot of frames on my system, which makes it a bit uncomfortable. I do hope that it doesn't look too shitty on the stream. Maybe it will. Let's try again. Let's try and join Jevon this time. He's probably, if he doesn't have a save, he's probably starting out just in the beginning of the game. I was wondering if I should do like a playthrough or let's play session of this game, where I would just go and do the starting stuff, because apparently there are new tutorials and things like that. Let's join the game. There's Jevon. Okay, apparently I can.
Hello.
Hi, Jevon. I seem to be joining you. What button did you push to land your? Yeah, I seem to be joining. It's loading for me now. What button in the spaceship did you push to land it?
It's is it A on your controller? Yeah. A.
Oh, so it's on the controller. Of course, I was trying all those little silly little doohickeys in the cockpit.
Ooh.
But none of them made the spaceship land, so instead I just quit the game, which is an excellent alternative. How's it running on your PC?
Pretty smoothly. There's the odd tracking issue I'm getting, like where my tracking just loses.
I wonder if the reason it's not running so well for me is that I am streaming and that OBS is doing stuff. Okay, so I spawned in my spaceship. I see you down there, Jevon's base.
I actually see a marker on you now, yeah.
Yeah, so then that's working. Okay, I will try to... Is this a nice planet you've got to yourself here, or...?
It's pretty cold, but I have heaters somewhere in this ship, I hope.
I'm coming down for you.
A radio, some gas tanks, a weird creeper face.
Are there nasty wildlife around you?
No, luckily. I built a landing pad for you, though.
So how do I get the... I seem to be firing rockets at you, so if they come at you, it's not on purpose. It says 1 minute and 30 seconds. Did you have push...
Just move over this way a bit.
Yeah. So did you find a way to push like the really fast boost? You just push the trigger.
I think it's the pulse. I don't know. It might be your buttons. It might be one of your buttons. Maybe is it X? Yeah. I don't know which buttons are what. It's really stupid because it's the same as a fucking Xbox controller.
No, that opened the menu for me definitely. Okay. Let's try this again.
Don't know. I'm trying out that hovercraft. It's pretty sick.
Are you in creative mode?
I am. I don't know how to get out of this. Oh, the handles are up there. Okay. Whoa!
So, because apparently I will arrive at your base in 40 seconds.
It shouldn't take that long, should it?
I'm probably doing something wrong. I'm pushing...
Hold the left trigger. I can see you. I can actually see your trail now.
Nice!
Oh.
Can you see my shots?
Oh, wow. Oh, shit!
You can see it?
The ship's landing at my landing... someone stole your landing pad.
Oh, okay. Is it a trader then, maybe? Oh, so it wasn't me. Okay,
so.
I see. Okay, I'll be there in 17 seconds. ETA 15
seconds.
seconds.
Oh, you got out! Oh, it's so tiny!
What?
Oh, so tiny!
What happened?
Oh, I fell over.
You fell over in your play space. Sorry.
Yeah, I would laugh as well, mate, to be honest. That fucking hurt.
Any broken bones?
I think, I don't know. I was a bit disorientated. I tried to lean on the wall, but the wall wasn't there. I just fucking went over.
Are you, there's a lot of spaceships around you, Jevon.
Don't clip that.
I will not clip that. There's so many spaceships around.
The sound of it. I know. I think we're waiting for a landing pad or something, but I've only got one.
Can you see me?
I can see you. Hello.
Hello. I'm shooting at you
Hello.
now.
Ah!
Okay, so how do I land here now? Okay.
Hold A.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I get it. Hello. Okay, let us get out of this canopy. There seems to be. Is that you? It's so bad. Like the animations. Oh my god, they're so bad. How do I look? How do I look now, Java?
You're like.
Try to bend down. Can you? Can you try? Whoa! You disappeared from me. Are you there?
No.
What happened? You just suddenly went away.
What?
You suddenly disappeared.
I'm still here.
I can see you.
Oh, I don't know. I can see you.
Oh, okay. So we do have launch day funky things going on here, huh?
I think so.
Yeah. Did you see the trader just shoot off here now on the launch pad?
Oh.
No,
yes,
I can get my ship over here.
So. It's Y, by the way, to use your jetpack.
Okay, so some other ship came in here. Okay, so you can see me, but I can't see you.
No, you're just stood still for me.
Ah, okay. I don't think that I have crashed, because it seems like I can do things. But, okay, so this seems to...
Can you see this if I do?
What are you doing?
Can you see that? I just built.
I can't see anything around me anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Is there no base? Is there no, like...
Are you building stuff, or...?
I know, I'm going to.
Let me try and build something, and then... Is that a quick menu, is it? No.
It's, you look at your hand,
yeah,
and you poke your hand. Like, you
look at your left hand.
and then you go build menu. And then you can use that, so general.
Build menu, there it is. Okay, let me just build something here, and I want to see if you see it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna build an exocraft ramp. Did you see that happen?
No.
No. Okay, but then I think we have a problem with the multi.
Try get back in your ship and back out, maybe.
Yeah, let me try that. Yeah. I gotta say the menu system is kind of smooth, but there's something about the locomotion that's not optimal, I think.
I seem to like go slowly sometimes and then fast other times. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's Orbis had this exact same issue. It is it locks your direction to the way you're looking when you start going. So then it reduces your speed when you go sideways. So in Orbis you could turn that off, but apparently in this game you cannot.
Yeah, like it's really delayed. Or it could be to do with because it's not head tracking, it's hand tracking. That might be it.
Yeah, it could also be. Are you seeing me? Are you seeing my spaceship fly around?
No, you're just stationary.
Ah, okay. Then we are really separated, because I'm flying my spaceship around your base now.
Maybe land and then relog, and because you can load up the save again, can't you?
Yep, I'll try that. Okay, so I will. I can't land on your.
I'll have a go at building a base while I wait.
Oh, shit. I'm doing something terribly wrong. Okay, let me try this again. I'm amazed at how...
my landing pad, maybe.
Just a moment. Was I holding the A button? Was that what you said? Oh, this is ridiculous. The flight controls are really difficult.
Oh, yeah.
This is, this takes...
If you just let go of your joystick, let go of the joystick, it should level itself out.
Yeah, now I gotta try
and then, yeah.
Okay, but then I will exit craft and I will reload the save, and or I don't think I can. I wonder if we probably don't join up if we reload the save. I probably have to join your session.
Yeah, so you leave the session now and then join back.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do that.
I'll see how that works. If it doesn't work, then I'll reload the session, I guess.
Yeah, and you know, if it doesn't work today, maybe it will work some other day. I think we can't really be doing this forever.
They don't have a good reputation of launch days, so.
No, but who does? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so now at least I got the menu thing down there. I was looking at this quick menu, but of course there's all the proper menus are here in this kind of panel. So let us join Jevon's game one more time. If we get a lot of interesting to say, there's 2 out of there I dropped. If we don't get this right, then I will just maybe start a new save to try. And now it also seems like.
Hello.
Hi, Jevon. It also seems like I can only join you in a creative with a creative save if you are in creative mode. So we can't mix and match the normal and the creative mode. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Okay, I'm loading somehow, floating through the star field again. Just gonna check how the stream looks.
And then I can.
It seems to be okay. I got a lot of. There we are. You move outside.
You're not visible for me at the moment.
And I also have this. I also have this warning that says I'm outside my play field. No, okay. Okay, so you can't see me. Is that what you're saying?
I can't see you.
Ah.
How'd you get into a biodome? What? Do I need a door? That would make sense.
It is fascinating that we are obviously in the same group because we have the voice chat going, but we are not. We're not seeing each other.
The same instance. Must be something wrong with instancing.
Exactly, it's the sharding or whatever they call that. Definitely. Yeah, you are right also that the direction now you move sideways is relative to your hand.
Yeah. Which is weird. Oh wow, you actually have to hook up power cable. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, you have to power your bases now. I didn't know if that was a thing before.
I don't think power tech, power. What we got? Solar panels. It's going nighttime, but sure, I'll throw a solar panel down.
Just gonna look underneath my spaceship.
Okay. Electromagnetic generator. I'll have a battery, I guess. Can't go wrong with a battery. And then.
By the way, I heard them say that they had to make the spacecraft bigger because before your character wouldn't actually fit inside the cockpit of the craft. But I wonder. But I actually wonder if the game thinks that I'm shorter than I am, because I seem to be very low on the ground, unless I have accidentally enabled sneak.
I don't know. If I touch the ground, I actually touch the ground. So.
Yeah, you're right. I am far outside my. Okay. Oh, maybe I had to reset my. Yeah, that didn't work.
Hold down both the sticks.
Yeah, I tried it. It didn't reset me. It might center me, but it doesn't center me vertically. Yeah. I'm just try and get in my ship and see if this also. No, in the ship it's fine. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna. Huh?
I'm gonna quickly reload the save and see.
Yep.
If it's moving my internet drop or something. Oh, I'll just manually save, I guess. Oh, it's auto-saved, okay.
Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit to the stream while we do that about the flight controls. Okay, so in case anyone's watching this, so basically I accelerate and decelerate by pulling this hand back and forth. Let's see if I position myself towards the camera. So I look at this hand and I pull it back and forth to change the throttle, and then this stick is incredibly sensitive. I think that's what's difficult. So there's tiny motions here. Get this thing going. Whoa, this is actually really cool. So I turn sideways because I'm gonna release this at a high speed. So I turn this sideways and then I rotate the craft so it doesn't spin it around. Is that a creature? Jevon seems to have landed on a planet with a lot of stuff going on. Most of the planets I've been have been much more quiet than this. Oh, this is kind of cool, actually. And then, of course, let's just... This is something that I would have loved to do in real life. We point the spaceship out into space and push the boost button. And there we are above the clouds. So you see the planet disappearing behind us. This is a ring planet. Look at that. That is really nice. What is this warning message that I keep getting? It says incoming message. Hello.
Hello. I was able to join you.
Nice. Shall I go and see if I can see you again? And then if it doesn't work this time, then we will part ways?
I guess so.
I had to find you again. So I can't see your marker. I can't see your marker, but I can see your base.
See, what base can you see? Is it all...
Jevon's base.
Okay.
Okay, I'm coming through the atmosphere now. I'll be there in 30 seconds. Actually, I'll be there much quicker. I'll be there in 9.
Of course, it didn't save my game, so I've lost the base that I built. So the base that I built is there for you.
Okay, let me try and do a fancy landing here. Can't I hold this button to land? Ooh. There you go. Yeah, so if you are by your base now, I definitely can't see you.
Strange.
Although there is a very cool spacecraft coming in for landing now. Is it on your screen too?
No. I don't know what's going on.
A big trading spacecraft, like a really big one, just landed on your landing pad.
Maybe we should try... Should we go to the station in the system and see if that helps?
Yeah, we could try that. So, I don't know how to find the same station. Shall I just go straight up from your base?
So it's the orange...
Yeah, I see it over there.
Yeah.
So I can rotate the spacecraft also, just for information, by using my stick. Okay, let's try and center on this thing. Full throttle and go.
Okay, we're down there. Oh yeah, space station.
Yeah, it just says space station, so I'm going there right now. It says 2 minutes to arrival though.
Hold A.
I just have to figure out which one that is. Whoa, shit, okay, of course I pulled the throttle.
Bottom.
Yeah. Oh, that was definitely the wrong one. It's really hard to control when you're boosting. This is gonna take a little bit of getting used to, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay. So I just have to center myself. And that... I have an incoming message. Do you know how to read it? Shit, this thing is
I have
really
no
difficult.
idea.
Because it's really annoying me, Let me just try and find out how I answer that. Yeah, because the audio there is really annoying.
Must be like a dog or something.
Is there anywhere I can push? Like there's a large glowing blue thing here, quick menu. Oh, here it is, Starship Communicators in the quick menu. It doesn't give me any options to read the message. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that for now, because we're gonna go to the space station. Okay, so it appears that maybe I have more control if I have a little bit of throttle going. Have you arrived at the space station yet?
I am inside the space station, yes.
Yeah, I'm coming over. Sorry. I'm trying to warp there.
Okay, I actually see a marker of yours now.
Nice.
I'm trying to do the boost thing again, but
You may be too close now to do it.
it says arrive in 2 minutes. I can't be floating through here like 2 minutes. I'm a millennial, I don't have that kind of attention span.
No, it says you're on planet at the moment.
Well, I'm not. I'm going towards you. Trying to figure out how to...
If you've definitely tagged it. I can see that you've tagged it.
I'm trying to do the warp thing, the proper... Oh, there... No. Hold X to engage pulse jump. Yeah, and the X button is this one, yeah? I wonder if I don't have enough fuel to do the jump.
It says... Okay. It says you're literally here.
On the space station?
I don't know. Oh, my screen's just gone black. Okay, I'm going... It says you're literally right outside the space station.
I'm quite far away. I'm still a minute out.
Strange.
So what kind of card do you have? Is it a 2080?
What?
Your graphics card, is it a 2080 or...
No,
2070?
1070.
1070, yeah. So then probably the reason this doesn't run perfectly for me is because I'm doing the OBS thing for the stream.
Yeah. It's only just running on mine.
So I can see the space station, I'll be there in 30 seconds. Then I think probably the reason I can't boost to you is because I need to recharge the warp drive thing. Not the warp drive, but the like boost thing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if I manage. Did you ever get good at landing in Elite Dangerous?
Yes, very.
Because this game feels ridiculous in comparison.
Yeah.
So if anyone's watching and haven't played Elite,
near a space simulator.
I'm getting rock music. Okay, apparently I'm entering the space station. It turned black. It feels much smaller than I expected. That's what she said. I can't get out of my spacecraft. As I'm lifting the canopy and nothing happens. This is good for your abs, no for your muscles. You keep lifting this thing. Okay, I can't get out of my... Oh, that is interesting. Usually when you land, the spacecraft turns around, right? Are you still there?
I'm back. I'm not sure what happens.
I think I have managed to successfully crash my game. Because, you know, usually when you enter the space station, your spacecraft rotates, right?
No, you have to get out and then it rotates.
But I lift the canopy.
You're right here.
Yeah, I can see you. Hello, can you see me in the cockpit?
Hello. No, I can't.
Can you see my canopy opening up and down? No?
No.
I'm literally lifting the canopy up and down, and I can see you outside jumping over the spaceship. I see you walking on. I'm looking into your crutch, man. Get off there.
I can't pull it.
How do I'm gonna lift off now. With you on it. Okay, this is.
Hold on.
But I am literally stuck. What? There you are.
Can you take off?
No, I can't. I can't do anything other than looking at you, and you're super disfigured because your arms are freely rotating from your body. Your arms have nothing to do with your body. It's ridiculous.
Wait, are they now?
No, now they're okay, or more or less. They are really bad.
Are they broken? Yeah.
They are super broken. You can spin your controls around. Okay, so something went terribly wrong in my landing here because everything is stuck. And I can.
God, I just knocked something over.
as long as it wasn't the dog.
Uh,
Okay, let's look at Jevon taking his headset off. There's definitely. Okay, so there you go, flying. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I think this networking stuff is not really working so well today. Do you agree?
yeah.
I'm wondering if
So-
maybe I should not continue this. I don't know what to do because it's fun, but I can't really. Everything is just bugs.
Yeah. Maybe try relogging one more time and see if we can.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, if you just stay here, I will log out and then I'll log in again. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'll do that.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's that way. Okay. Yep.
Just gotta open the menu. No, that doesn't work either. Literally nothing works. I can't open the menu either. Okay, I'm just gonna quit the game. I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do that one more time. Exit No Man's Sky. Let's see if that works. There you go. Okay, so that is quite an interesting experience. It seems there are either launch day bugs or probably not. These are probably server issues, right? Because the game is just released. So it's hard to imagine that these are actual bugs that they haven't uncovered in the game. It's more like once you get this infrastructure going for this many players, things start happening, especially with synchronization of people meeting each other. Okay, join game. Jevon. But yeah, this is the launch day experience. As it is in almost all network games, right? Once you add a little bit of netcode to the game, anything that's massively multiplayer or anything. Hello! I can hear you fiddling with your space helmet.
I was AFK. Now I'm back.
So I'm floating through the starfield yet again. Looking at all the 13 quintillion worlds that you could explore in this game, apparently.
Ooh, that's nice. Come here.
I tried to catch one of the stars. I didn't manage. Okay, here we go. I'm back on the planet.
Oh god, it means you have to make your way.
And there is the launch pad is missing.
Yes, so I think she may be synced up to me now because I obviously reloaded my save.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in the ship and I'm going to check the refueling thing. Because I want to see.
Just have infinite though.
So that
I can see where you are. Do you want me to come to you or are you coming here?
if you can do the fast jump, you can come back here, but we already tried that in a way.
I'll come to you.
Okay, sure. Okay, let me try and figure out this message in the meantime. Okay, so now I got the incoming signal thing. That actually works now. Okay, cool. You are not alone, I got a message saying. Please identify yourself. Left me, why did you? Let me not understand. Of course you'd say that, of course you'd just like the others.
Oh dear, okay.
I seem to be entering a dialogue thing. So I have received some coordinates to go somewhere. I can see your marker up in the sky actually. I think that's you up there. Yeah, I see your ship coming in fast. Oh cool. Let me just get out of this and watch this. I can see your trail. Hey! You're coming in hot, Jevon. Are you gonna do the tower? Oh, nice landing. Oh, your ship. Why is your spaceship cooler than mine? That's what I need to know. Now I can see you
I got a
again.
new one.
Oh, you did? Did you get one off the station? Hey.
Yes, I thought it looked quite cool. Hey.
Now you can see me.
I've got to
Yeah.
ask, if you rotate, rotate on the spot. Oh, I see how they've done it.
What happens?
Yeah, I see. This.
Oh, so the arms just spin around. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
they've
why
only
it looks
tracked
so
the
weird.
head. They've only tracked the arms.
Ah, so the rotation of your head is not the same as in the game. That is interesting.
No, the rotation of your head is based on your actual.
So if I do
Yeah,
this,
like movement. See-
what does this look like?
It looks like you're doing this.
Okay, that is weird. Okay, that is funky. Can I steal your
You always have to
spaceship?
face your UI then.
Sorry?
No.
Apparently I can't
My
take your
spaceship.
spaceship. It's a pretty one.
Oh.
You have a name for it yet?
Forge of. But it's called Forge of
Oh yeah, it has a name.
Gorab.
Moment, I seem to have triggered the menu back there. It just says Starship, it doesn't say any name on it. So what was the jetpack button again? Okay, so you have once again disappeared.
Right,
You have once again disappeared.
I was in my ship.
No, there you are. There you are. Oh yeah, now I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was in my ship. So let's check this out. Hang on. This is. Have you driven this?
Let me get the motorcycle. Do you have the motorcycle here? No.
Yeah, that's what I was on about. That's
Yeah, let me build that.
it's super.
Is it structures?
Navigate up, right trigger. Then it just takes. Oh, okay, and then I have to go right. That makes. It's technology. Something.
General. Here. No.
I don't know if you'll be able to build here, though, will you?
Specialist. Here you go. Okay, I got it here. Exocraft.
Where should we call it?
I can build it. I can make one. I can make one right. Yeah, I'll make one right next to yours.
I've built one here.
Do you see this one?
Oh. Yeah, but there's no vehicle in it.
No,
Oh,
you gotta
that's
push
one. Oh,
that.
I've got a hover bike. You've got an actual bike. Okay.
You gotta trigger this thing here, and then it will spawn, right? Isn't that a thing? Oh yeah, I gotta go out of this menu, and then I can. Ah, I got
Oh,
it.
Is that why? Ah, there we go.
Oh, I'm sitting inside it. I always thought, whoa, this is funky. Okay, so this is how you get out. Oh, the cow. Oh, this one is super cool. You gotta try this one, Jevon.
Oh, okay, you're there. I thought it would. Can we she swap?
Whoa, it turns on a dime.
Can we swap?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. Let's find that. Have a look.
It says Jevon's
no, I
Exocraft.
can't.
Yeah, but I spawned this one. This one is really cool. It literally turns. I don't know what this looks like, but it literally turns on the dime. I can spin it around perfectly. Like it has no turning curve.
Exocraft. What is it? What's the
This is
normal?
I don't know. I just
No,
took the one that
that's a
looked like a
vehicle.
motorcycle. Whoa, the turning rate on this thing is ridiculous. Yeah, I see you're building it now. Oh, this one is so
I
cool.
have to get rid of this one.
Whoa!
Oh, maybe it counts as this one. Oh, it's because you've got this one here at my base.
Probably, no, I think you can add more, can't you?
I could only build one. I've just deleted yours now. I've managed to build this one.
Yeah.
Have you still got your...
Can you see, you can't see me in it, can you? I'm waving at you, I guess you can't see me.
Yeah, you're there.
Can you see me in the...
Yeah, I can't see you. No.
It's funny because it looks
It's
so
not
much...
When we spawn it, because...
Hmm?
Oh, there we go.
Can I push the buttons? No, so it's more... Yeah, there you go, that's bigger. Try turning on the dime, right? You can literally spin around. Yeah, exactly. That is pretty cool. I think you can jump as well, can't you? Yeah, you can. I'm coming. Oh, there's a trading post over there, yeah. Did you get stuck? No.
Okay. I'm like...
Whoa!
Okay, there we go. Not steer. Oh, you have to accelerate to steer, don't you?
Yeah, you do. Is this a cave up here? So that can be explored? Whoa! Okay, I'm sort of totally crashing it here. I don't know where
you are. I could just see dust.
Oh, there you are. There, hello. Luckily, this thing really gets out quickly.
Can you hear that?
Hear what? Hear what?
Click in your right stick.
What?
Click in the right stick.
Right stick. Oh! I can hear mine. Did you do it now?
I can't. Yeah, it's. I don't think you can hear it.
Okay. That is ridiculous. Okay, this is kind of cool, actually. I have no idea what you would use these things for, though.
Oh. I'm drifting. I'm drifting.
I wasn't there to see it. So I see your marker. No, I can't see your. I wonder if I can see your marker now, or if that. Whoa! There's a creature here. Like, oh, this is a crazy creature, Jevon. Can you see where I am?
Hang on, I'm going.
You gotta see this creature.
I'm trying to get up this fucking hill. I think I'm here. Hello.
Can you see the creature that I'm by? The jump.
Like the weird plant thing.
The pineapple.
Fucking hell.
It's
What the fuck is that?
It's a pineapple. Dude. It's a gross. This.
Fucking milk it.
Let's go and milk the pineapple. Hello, pineapple. Yeah. Would you?
Oh dear.
Oh, there's.
It.
Did you kill it? No. Did you offend it?
Okay.
Yeah, this is what the game is all about, you know, finding things. Yeah, let me get out as well. Is it fighting back? You killed the pineapple, Jevon. This is what happens if you leave the pineapple in your fridge too long. Whoa, it's... Is it rotating in this way for you as well?
I think I just got caught. It's like, I don't know, it's stuck up there for me.
It's what? Yeah, it fell...
Up the hill still.
It fell down there. This is a beautiful view, though. Have you seen this?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is really pretty.
Can I, quick menu...
And take like a screenshot? There's a photo
I was
mode.
wondering if I could...
Isn't there like a photo mode? There used to be. Yeah, this is really pretty. Whoa! Oh, yeah. You can just recall. Call it. I think you just spawned another one.
That's a different one.
Yeah, I can see that now.
So it's like a weird hover thing.
There you are. I like the control though, that you kind of pull the thing towards you to get into the thing.
Yeah.
That's a neat touch. But I have lost your marker, so like I can see where you are, but I don't get that marker anymore. So if we actually get separated, then I have no idea where you are.
Strange. I'm heading back to the base anyway.
Yeah, there was
I want a T.
You want T?
It says hold RT. Oh, to tag. Okay. Never mind it. I'm going.
Oops. I'm trying to... I feel sad that you can't hear my my honking of the horn. It would add something. Okay, I'm just gonna try to build something just for fun, okay? Is that alright?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I believe I can't get out of my spacecraft, or my craft again. Okay, that is definitely a bug. Like, I cannot get out anymore, unless there's something I've done. Okay, now I got out. I think I pushed something and then I couldn't get out anymore. I'm just gonna try that, okay? Because now I can
Okay.
probably get out. No?
Maybe you might be in the. You got like the UI open. Does that have a turret on top?
Maybe you can mine with it?
Oh, hang on. Oh, try the other handle.
I wonder if it's because I was close to something. You know what, Chevin? It could be that the reason I couldn't get out of my spacecraft was because you were close to it. Like it doesn't allow...
I just tried to get out of this. I just tried to get out of this and it wouldn't let me get out. But then I used the other handle and it let me out.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, how about now?
Maybe you have to.
Yeah, there you go.
Use the left handle.
Ah. Okay, that must be a bug.
The right handle doesn't let me out. Okay. No, it did. I'm good.
This must be a bug, right?
Yeah, it must be.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and build a small building over here, if you don't mind. Just to try.
Base build off.
I think I'm gonna go. This is a cold world, so wood is of course a good thing to build, right? Let's do Scandinavian style here. Since I am a Scandinavian, and we like wood. It's kind of cool that I can actually see your interactions. Like I can see you put that, or that you put this thing, or that you were moving it around. That's a nice touch.
Yeah.
This, in some ways, this feels like building in Fortnite.
Yeah, it's very intuitive and quick.
If I ever have a house, it will include glass elements, wood elements, and maybe a little bit of concrete or brick. Okay, so we're also gonna have an entrance where we can, and then we have to have a master bedroom in the back here where we can entertain. I have occasionally watched some of these building programs on television, so I know all these words. Because I can put this, then I can put a door, I think. Then I think I have to go one back. Maybe not. Yeah, door. Yeah, there's already a... Yeah, okay, like that, yeah. Okay, and then the other thing is, of course, you can make roofs, and then once you make that, I think it becomes like an environmental shelter. I gotta say, your base looks far more complex than mine, Devin.
Okay. Right.
It feels like yours would actually work while I was on the alien planet, built a shack out of wood. Maybe this is... If I get that question on the astronaut test, I will definitely say that I would not build out of wood.
Move the likey.
So I heard Rainmaker actually had a frigate, or one of these big spaceships. Did you ever have that when you played this before?
I've never, no.
So apparently you can get like large capital ships as well. So I think if I do start like a playthrough of this, then I think that will be one of my goals, to get one of those. Because that sounds a little bit cool. Okay, so let's try and build it here. Apparently it's an invalid position. That's what she said. Why is that an invalid position? Doesn't make sense. That's just weird. Okay, I think we can try something in a half ramp then. Here you go. Okay. Can I enter your base?
You can. Just give me a second. I'm just powering her up.
Powering her up, even. Does it have a name? Oh, look at that! You're really doing the thing. Oh, you connected the electricity thing here.
Yeah.
Did you yourself draw this power grid, or?
It like kind of you have like a connector here and a connector there, and you can connect them up.
Nice.
So I've just kind of connected all the reactors up to one thing and then to the base. I don't know if that was right, but
does seem to have power.
Nice lights.
Yeah, look at that. And it has observation. Is this an observation dome?
It is. You get a nice view of all
the hillside. Yeah.
Yes. I've got one to watch you if you come this way.
To watch over to my wooden shack.
Snowy though.
Oh yeah, you got snow in here. You're gonna have some water damage here, by the way, under the snow. Whoa! Oh, you fired your thruster inside.
Yeah.
If I was a smoking man, that's how I would light my cigarette. That was the funniest thing on the stream earlier today from PSVR, where there was this guy and he had trouble doing this thing where you pull your multi-tool out behind your back. Did I say that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So people were suggesting, everyone knew that, everyone was telling him just reach behind your back and pull it out, and then he didn't get it. So someone suggested he would reach behind his bum and pull it out there.
Yeah.
So apparently I have some. Did you get that message? And yours? Whoa! Oh, it's at the teleport. Yeah. So you can get. This is like to get to other places, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm gonna go in it and see. I don't know how to go in it. Oh, do I have to hook it up? No, it's already hooked up because it's lit up. I
can teleport to one whole colony, or to name or a Dubo outpost. Is that where we are?
I can't teleport anywhere.
Really? I have two options. I have one whole colony.
Oh, it's because it's in use by you.
Am I gonna try this? Then we will probably never get back together again.
Probably.
I think this device is a stream killer. Do you know what I mean? This is how it ends. I gotta say I like the layout that you did here. With like this is like the as you enter and you have guests in your house. This is the first thing that greets them.
Just know I'm all powerful and I can teleport past.
Oh, you can leave your coats here if you want. The only thing. What is this?
Oh, alright, cool.
Is it a storage thing? Galactic trade terminal. Yeah, cool. I can buy oxygen, which is apparently important when you're in space.
Really?
What is this?
Healing station.
Passive
protection. Nothing, I don't think.
Yeah, in case bad things happen.
Insufficient power. Oh dear.
Maybe you gotta plug up more of those things.
Maybe. Look at my grid.
It says like fuel for 1 hour. Biofuel reactor. Okay, so they run on like carbon or something, or?
I've got. I believe so. Organic elements.
Yeah, because I can also I can actually interact with your thing. I can fuel this.
I guess it's because we're in a group, maybe.
But it says that 48 kilopower KPUs out of 150 available, so you should have enough power in your base.
Maybe I need to hook them up.
Yeah, maybe.
Is there like a connection on the other side, maybe? No, I don't know then.
Your planet has red skies, Jevon.
Cool. I haven't even looked up yet. That's kind of creepy.
And it has blue snow. Whoa, what is this?
The oxygen something or other.
I see. Oh, sorry, I'm in the way of your construction thing. Whoa, that's a big thing.
Hang on. How can I... Yeah, that was a thingy. So I just thought if I go general, maybe it's like livestock.
Can we go up onto the second floor of your base, or is that?
I was just mentioning that. I don't appear to have.
Also, have you noticed these electricity points on the upside of your? Ah, look at that, Jevon. There's one ring at the bottom, and there's one ring up. So you got to connect this thing up here, I think.
Right, let's get that connected.
Did you do that?
Industry and power.
You make like a
cable.
Yeah, I can see your access point. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, here we go. So I'll go a bit green, shall I, and have a couple of these?
Didn't do anything though. There's so much ships coming around this planet. Like, oh, it's because of the trading outpost over there, of course.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because because when I started my new save, I couldn't possibly get into there was no one there. It was just me. So it doesn't seem to be working. These are not. Oh, you have no solar power. I guess it's during the night.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that this isn't working. It says.
So it's like, okay. I don't want a wooden ramp. I select metal. Can
I don't think you can enter.
Rotate?
I don't think you can enter the upper stage.
I don't know.
There's definitely stuff up here, though. If you look inside the upper floor or the upper level, there is like. What's happening?
So.
I guess my wooden shack pales in comparison.
Okay, I don't want to press the wire. How do I?
Let's try to add a little something to our base here. Adding a second level. So in order to select these, I actually have to push on the side of them. That is a bit strange. Oops, that's the wrong place. That was...
Oh, okay, you press it with. Okay. Well, it's attention now.
Is it working?
Not quite. 1 second. I was trying to figure out how to switch to the. Right, that's that, and then structures.
Okay, now I see how I was a bit. I'm trying to put these panels, and I see now how the placement is. You get like a marker, and you got to point on the correct marker. It will show you every option along the route that you're pointing.
Yeah.
That was I didn't understand that initially, so it was a bit confusing.
Oh. Hello.
Hello, what? Oh, is there someone there, maybe?
Look over at my base. Ooh.
Oh, you're up there. Okay, I'll come join you.
Yes.
What is there?
Get down though.
Oh, you made a ladder. Of course, you removed your. You removed the what do you call the. What's it called? Those
I
things.
don't want to alarm you.
The statement piece.
Yes. I don't want to alarm you, but there is no way of getting out.
You made a trap. Are you sure?
Apparently so. I'm pretty sure. I can't seem to. Oh,
whoa!
okay,
Yeah, I got it. It's funny now because now these walls were before transparent? No. Okay, okay, that's
the
how it
windows.
works. Yeah, I see.
So let me dig. Oh,
Can you make use a terrain manipulator and make a tunnel there into the rock?
I don't know how to access the train manipulator. It's not this, is it?
Whoa! Oh, I accidentally. Now I see what I did.
Oh,
Okay, so if you put out your multi-tool, you can switch, I think, to the manipulator. Can't you? Maybe you have to. Okay, maybe we have to install a terrain manipulator on it. Let's try that.
is that inventory? Ah, okay, yeah.
So I think you have to. Or maybe. Guide options. No, these are not the things. Inventory. Yeah, you're right. Oh, here we go.
Advanced mining laser. Yeah, okay, I see how you do it.
You want to make a terrain manipulator.
Got it.
And then you can really.
A bit.
No, that's not the one. This is the one. Why can't I? Oh, here we go. Okay, right stick. You're killing me. I'm working on it. Soon I'll be able to kill you as well. Don't worry.
Oh, what? Alright.
Because apparently I have now installed terrain manipulator.
Okay. Oh, this UI is so janky.
I know, it is kind of cool, isn't it?
Okay.
How did you switch the weapon type?
You look at your right hand.
Yeah, I'm looking at my right hand.
And then with the other hand.
It has scan and then beam and reload. It doesn't say.
Click the scan. Oh, sorry, the beam. With the left trigger.
Yeah, I did, but I don't want to scan. I want to do the. I want to change the mode
No,
into.
the other one, the one in the middle.
It doesn't do anything when I choose it.
If you actually built the things on your.
Yeah, I did. I put it in the inventory. I'm gonna try that again.
Hey, why can't I dig this bit?
Yeah, the digging thing. Yeah. Oh, you can't dig it.
No, this is as far as I can go.
Well, that's weird. Okay, right trigger, install technology. Oh, maybe I had to do something here. Okay. Whoa! You're making a hole. No, no, damn it! Now you have to build me a fucking ladder. Okay, you have to dig a tunnel up again. Oh! We should name this structure.
Oh dear.
I'm trying to figure out how the thing worked again. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna change to that mode. That changes the size. I can't change the material apparently. Change shape. And then that should just now get rid of that. Oh dear. I have I tell you what, just don't look over that way.
I won't look over that way.
Cool.
Okay, so apparently now I think I managed to. Let's see if I get more options here. Yeah, here we go. You changed mode.
Okay. Right.
Whoa. Okay, now I also got the terrain manipulator. You mean these floating things here? You're right, I can't dig into the... I can only remove the topsoil layer here.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? And then...
Maybe there's a limit to how far you can dig, basically.
What do you mean no ammo inventory? I mean creative. Give me ammo.
I'm making an escape tunnel in case we ever have to escape.
Okay.
You're right.
I think so.
You didn't fall over again?
No, I'm good.
So, welcome to KVRTV, the stream where I dig holes. Okay, let's make
You're
an...
just going at it.
In my Skyrim stream, I undress dead people, and in this one, I dig holes. Hey, you wanna check out my tunnel?
I'm coming. You worry.
I'm making a side tunnel here now. Okay, this is probably not so funny, so... I'm making I'm making an inescapable maze there. Okay, so it actually exits up over here. Did you hear that? Did you ever see that thing where someone had taken the arrows at IKEA and made an unescapable like a maze? Like if you pull the arrows, you would just go around forever.
Arrested for it.
That could be
I'm
it.
pretty sure I got arrested for that. Wait, what's this?
Oh, look at that
How did
thing!
that scanner up?
Shall we milk it? Isn't you have to agree that the first thing you think about when you see that is you wonder if it's... Oh, it's...
No.
What? Look at this
Oh,
thing!
just blind it. Ooh.
Oh, it's running away from us. It doesn't like us. It's disgusting. It's like a brain.
Let's corral it. Corral it into the house.
Are we trying to... Hey, stop here. No, don't come my way. Don't come my way, dude.
Go that way.
Feed, it says you can feed it, Jevon. Oh, you're gonna trap it. We need to very rapidly design a pen so it can't escape. No.
Hang on, I got this.
Oh, are you feeding it? Yeah, you're feeding it! Oh, multiple of them are coming, Jevon. They're so disgusting.
What did I do?
You created a food pellet and now they are your friends. They're feeling happy. Can you see if you look at the status? Oh my god, they're disgusting.
Hello.
It's like...
You follow me now.
It's like brain spiders. I think you have to take the thing, yeah.
Are they following me?
No. No, but I'm not carrying it. Press Y. I mean, did I feed it? No. No, they're coming for you. It likes you. Hello.
Yay!
Directing bowels. Is it gonna poop? Jevon, it pooped!
God.
The poop is coming here.
No way.
It's other shit. I can collect. I have collected the brain spiders shit. I'm not kidding.
Look at it. It's horrible.
It's so disgusting.
Horrifying.
It has spider legs and like a brain. Oh my god, it's bad. Oh, it's so bad. Hello, little friend. How are you? Oh, you don't want to be cuddled. There's more shit here. Look at this. Now the shit is just rolling down the hill. This is so... I've got to collect this.
Is it mine now? I'm so confused.
Hey, come. Apparently the poop has reached its destination. Do you get the status message when you look at this one? No, it's okay. Oh, here's the... Yeah. You know what? You should totally should totally get this creature into your house so that the first thing guests see when you are entertaining is this thing, right? What is this? Livestock unit.
This is a livestock unit of some kind.
It says insufficient power.
Yeah, I do need to power it down.
You know, Jevon, I think this might be the milking machine. I want to see the milking machine in operation. How this thing works.
Biofuel reactor, electrical cable, and then
Does this thing actually move around though? Oh, it's doing stuff.
No.
Yeah, it's totally doing things.
Okay, automatically tracks and harvests produce from fed creatures.
So it can get the shit. 'Cause there's a poop
Probably.
here. There's the brain spider. Whoa! Did you kill it?
I don't.
Oh, it's so disgusting. It's even worse now that it's dead.
I
No, it's just.
punched it, but
I think it's just falling.
I don't know.
And it is. I think you murdered the brain spider. Oh, it's gonna blow. This doesn't look like something you want to be close.
I'm trying to reload my gun. Have you the miner on it?
Let's see. Yeah, I do have the
The
miner.
drone manipulator.
Yeah, I can totally mine it for oxygen. Oof. And you got it. So there doesn't appear to be.
Completely and utterly fucked up this hillside.
Well, we made a nice tunnel.
Yes.
Yeah,
Escape tunnel and a weird harvester thing, which will have milk in the next couple of weeks, I can imagine.
Yeah, I think maybe that I will soon be running off this stream.
Yeah.
We did actually get it running in the end, didn't we?
Pineapple!
What? Oh, yeah, it's the pineapple creature. Can you feed it?
I have some pellets.
So I'm also wondering how to do the scanning thing, because you can scan things in the game, right? So what is the... Does it have a
like
scan mode? It's like here it
I'm
says...
not sure. You can click on your left stick and that'll do it, but I don't...
Scanner recharging.
Oh. I've done it.
What is it? Yeah, now I see things that are marked. You have discovered...
Okay, I'll teach you how to do it. Get your hand
Yeah.
and put it up to your visor. Press grab.
Oh! Oh, I see.
Oh,
No.
there's another type of thing.
Oh, I see.
It's like the thing you had before, but like a different... Did you see it?
Yeah, I see. I'm scanning it. Now I understand how this works. Okay, so to turn on the scan mode, you just grab your face.
Rightly so. Source?
Look at it. This one is it more or less disgusting?
Less, because it doesn't have like a brain sticking out of it.
Close though. Oh, and it disappeared.
So this needs fermented fruit to bait. It's perpetual, so I'm guessing it never dies.
Ah, I see.
It's
Also,
vectorized, it's gender, it's passive, and it eats vegetation. It buries food supplies and it weighs 173 kilograms.
and now it's named after you. Yeah. Okay, I think maybe I will be ending the stream now. I need to do some other things tonight as well. How do you feel about the game so far?
Good. I mean, UI's a bit clunky, it's a bit laggy, but I'm sure they'll fix all of that in the
Yeah.
upcoming.
I also feel like I want to try this. I also want to try this with the without the stream casting and all that, because I'm thinking that maybe that is slowing down my performance, because it hasn't been that great. I can tell that it's dropping frames on the ends and so on. So
I think one thing they need to do definitely is make the hood smaller so it's attached to your face, like in your helmet, and make it so when I turn, it turns my character. Because at the moment you're completely bugged out.
It looks really weird.
Like this.
Yeah. It looks really weird. I agree. But I gotta say though, it's a really cool game to have in VR. I'm looking forward to exploring this.
Yeah, I mean we've seen like one planet
Yeah,
And a
right.
space station.
Out of the 13 quintillion.
Yeah.
And just the fact that you can, and I'm sure it will be much more fun to do that, like the story mission, which I think is quite long now. It used to be kind of short, but now I think it's a really long kind of thing. So I think maybe
Yeah.
I'll be doing that. Okay, I think
Yeah.
I'll be. Oh, I'm gonna try one more thing, Jevin. I'm gonna put my controllers down. And I'm gonna walk out of my play space, and you have to tell me what this looks like. Are my arms getting longer, or?
No, you just put your arms like on a table, I'm guessing.
Yeah, they're on the bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Okay, so then I will see you around. I'm gonna go close the stream now.
Yeah.
But thank you for joining. I hope
Okay.
we'll do some more fun in this game in the future.
Yeah. Been good.
Okay, bye bye. Okay,
See
so
ya.
to everyone watching the stream, thank you very, very much for doing so. I hope you had a good time. Sorry for all the graphical glitches, if there have been that on the stream. But it is, of course, a new game, and it takes a little while for me to set everything up right, but I hope it's been a pleasurable experience. Okay, so bye-bye. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again at least next Wednesday. This is a regular segment I run every Wednesday at 7:30 Central European Time. Okay, bye now.
I don't know if you can see me.
Where are you? Are you nearby?
I'm waving over.
Oh, there you are!
I don't know where you
Okay,
actually are.
bye-bye. Bye-bye.